The van is too tall to fit in the garage. Before I put it in here and take up all this floor space, I'm gonna pull the potential engine out of the old Tahoe I got sitting in the backyard. This poor old Tahoe has had a pretty rough life. It's pretty beat up. It's all rusted out. Doesn't run perfect. It's currently full of all the scrap from all my other projects. But it has a 5.3 liter Vortec, the old iron block. It's got 200 and some thousand miles on it, quite a bit of miles. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this engine, but I'm going to pull it so I can have it in the garage to at least kind of place things up and get the cross member and that sort of stuff figured out for the van. Because I do want this engine, maybe not a specific engine, but a 5.3 as a power plant for the van.
So the girl's been sitting for a little while. Let's see if it starts. It's got good oil pressure. Seems to run all right. But yeah, that's a lot of miles.
Tahoe moved on its own power over there. Now we're gonna try to take the van, pull it back here so we got room to go into the garage. I don't know, looking around, it's like, I think that game was called Traffic Jam. Little game where you move all the little crappy cars around and make room for all the cars. Yeah, that's pretty much my yard. Step one's complete, which was get in the garage, get the hood off so we can work around with some stuff. Step two is gonna be drain all the fluids out of it.
Wow, that didn't go as planned. I think I caught most of it though. So now we're going to compression test it. In order to do that, we should pull the fuel pump fuse, the fuel pump relay as well. Well, the engine looks pretty healthy. Everything's between 140 to 150. So we will continue with step number two, and that's draining the fluid. So now I gotta pull the oil out of it and the transmission fluid. Let's see what we're working with. The transmission is now drained. The engine oil is drained. The engine oil was pretty gross. It looked like the chocolate milk. I don't know when the last time it was changed was, but I don't know. It was a while ago. So now that we're done with that, we are going to move on to step three, which is going to be work on ripping out all the wiring. I got most of this wiring unhooked. There is a lot of it. But I'm going to take a break because I'm getting hungry and tired, and I think I'm going to call it a night, and I will pick this up tomorrow. So I'm going to try to rip this whole thing out as one. I mean, like, leave the engine bolted to the trans. I got the engine mounts down there soaking with some PB Blaster because they're pretty rusty, and I think I got everything disconnected. We'll see when we start to pull it out. But yeah, look at all this room. It's so nice to work on a car that you don't care about. I just stood up a little too quick from underneath the Tahoe and I smashed my forehead on the passenger mirror. And then I proceeded to smash the passenger mirror with my fist. So now I need to go ahead and clean up some of this glass so I'm not rolling around in it. And I got this cool little wound now on my head. Great. I wanted to try to take this thing off as complete as possible, but the intake back here is hitting on the very top of the firewall, so I'm gonna have to pull that off real quick.
Remember the solo, that's the bit where I don't talk.
Mission accomplished. Engine's out, managed to get it as all one thing. Transfer case, trans, engine, all bolted together, even still had the headers on it. Probably couldn't have done that if I didn't cut out the radiator support at the front, but you know, this thing is all rusted and beat up, and this Tahoe's done for. So thank you for your donation. So that's it. I set the engine down over there. It's just sitting on some blocks for now. I still need to sort through all this wiring and trace it back into the cab and figure out what I actually need to keep. I don't know if I'm gonna keep like the speedometer stuff, and I don't know, I'm gonna do some research. But yeah, it was my first time pulling an engine. So yeah, I'm gonna pull the wiring out and then drag this thing outside and then try to figure out how the hell to get the van in here. So stay tuned for that.